Hi Gemini, I'm Brenda and I'm here again today to bring you your mid-month Angel Tarot and Angel Oracle card reading for the month of November 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos. As you know, this is a general reading, but if you'd like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I welcome you to go up there and press that button and it will direct you to my website where you can see the services that I offer and how to either schedule a private reading with me or a Reiki session with me. So, Gemini, let's get on with our beautiful reading. We're starting off with the overall energy for the month of November for you. And let's see what you've been given. Well, what a great way to start off. You have been given the World, Gemini. Awesome card. Then you've been given the Empress. Again, a wonderful card of good energy. Then you've been given the Three of Water, a celebratory card. This is a wonderful, wonderful way. I'm excited for you, Gemini, what this month is going to bring out. So, with the World, my friend, it's all about things that you're doing that are going to serve you to your greater benefit, to your greater good. So some of you have been working on a situation or a phase in your life that you've been struggling with, and now you're going to start seeing that things are going to be coming into you in a positive way. This is a beautiful card. This is Archangel Michael, who stands up for you, who protects you, who guards the door. He's the doorkeeper, okay, and keeps the wolf off your door. This is all about happy news coming in, joy, contentment, and being grateful and gratitude coming in. Please know that this is a really fantastic card of success, okay? This energy coming in with the World card, it's like you've got the world in the palm of your hand, basically. And now things are starting to come to fruition. Things are starting to change. The energy is improving in ways you never believed it could. Now, along with that, you've been given the Empress. And the Empress is like, she's the ultimate mother. She's the major nurturer. She's the one that always takes care of everybody and enfolds them in her arms and says, okay, everything's going to be fine. This is about abundance coming in. And some of you, it may be in the form of money. It could be in the form of improved health. It could be in the form of relationships, because you did get a Water card that came in conjunction with these three cards, with what the overall energy is going to be about. So I do see that you're going to now be able to, along with this World card, with the Empress, you're going to be able to give birth to your dreams. You're going to be able to step up and have the confidence and finally the resources, the time and effort to be able to make your dreams come true. This is awesome. This is all about how you've been nurturing yourself, how you've been stepping up and taking care of yourself and healing yourself in order to step up and have the inner strength to deal with any challenges coming in. Now, your third card is the Three of Water, and the Three of Water is basically about celebrations. It's about beautiful celebrations, happy and loving celebrations. It's about a celebration that may be coming into you, Gemini, in the form of a wedding or a graduation or the announcement of a new baby coming into your life. Regardless of that, it is a wonderful, wonderful card for events coming in that you may partake in, you may be involved in, you may be asked to step up and get on the platform and add some of your wisdom into it. It could be that you've been invited as a guest to one of these events, but I do see that you have the need to have more fun. Lately, you haven't had a lot of fun, Gemini, and now this invitation coming in, some of you may be going on a trip to do this. You may have to travel to go to this place, but whatever it is, please know that the universe is sending you this because the universe sees that you need to have a good time. So, the General, wonderful. The World, the Empress, and the Three of Water, my friend. Excellent way to start off the overall energy. Now, I want to see, Gemini, what's on your mind. Okay, this is about the energy on your mind. So you got the Six of Fire. Again, a wonderful, wonderful card. Okay, and you got the Seven of Air. Okay, often this has to do with legal issues or challenges or judgment. And then you've been given, you had the World. Now you've ended up with the Wheel, okay? So this is what's on your mind. You're wanting success to come in. So let's start off with the Six of Fire first, my friend. And this is all about good news on its way. So we talked about that in the general energy that's around you, overall energy that's coming in for this month of November. So I do see things improving, okay? This is the Victory card. This means things are going to work out in your favor. All these challenges that you've been dealing with up until now will just gone. disappear, and things are going to improve. You're going to see the things that you've been striving for and trying to achieve and trying to work for and struggling for are now going to start coming in for you. This is a beautiful card. It's all about good news coming to you on the way. It could be anything. It could be good news about your health, good news about a relationship, a situation, a phase, or even money coming into you. Now, you've been given the wheel, which came in the middle, which is amazing because these two cards here kind of rule out any problems that you're having here with this air card. Okay, so these two will counter out this one. So basically, with the wheel, I mean, you basically have the steering wheel in your hand. This is all about things. The circle is completing now. It's connecting, and it's all about changes happening in your life right now. But I want you to realize that these changes are going to be positive changes, okay? And embrace them and expect things are going to get better because it shows me that you're able to hold the wheel in your hand now and call the shots. So Gemini, things are improving for you. It's a situation that's going to suddenly move forward for you. So if you've been dealing with challenges or people or any issues to do with money, relationships, energy, negative energy around you, whatever, people, this is going to clear away. Okay, this is going to get better. It's almost like fortune's on your side because things are going to now shift and turn around and the energy is going to improve tremendously. Now, you've been given the Seven of Air, and I talked about that air cards often have to do with judgment. People that come into our lives stir the pot up, and we have to make fair and just decisions and choices that are determined around them. And often it also has to do with legal issues. So some of you are going to court, you have hired lawyers, you're having to defend yourself, you're having to stand up, or perhaps it has to do with matrimony. The disbursements of property could have to do with business, and the signing of contracts and things like that. So air cards cover a lot when it comes to judgment, okay, and legality. Somebody may have come in and judged you unjustifiably so, and they may be spreading gossip because they're not happy about themselves. And usually when people do this, it's because they're malicious and they have issues with their own self, and maybe they don't have what you have and they wish they did. So let it go, let that judgment go, because this card is telling me that your plans may have to be changed. You might have to put things on hold that you were wanting to do right now because there's more going on behind the scenes. And if you do it, if you jump in with these plans too soon, it's called poor timing. So make sure if you've been approached for any situation in your life or you've been asked to step up and do something, that you make sure you check, excuse me, you check out all the information and behind the scenes before you jump in with both feet. Sometimes if something looks too good or sounds too good, it often is too good. So this is just a caution that I'm saying that, before you jump in with any plans right now that someone may have asked you to get involved in, think about it before you do it, okay? So, but, I wouldn't worry too much about this because these other two amazing cards, the Six of Fire and also the World card, has totally canceled out this air card as far as I'm concerned. So the energy here is absolutely amazing. So, okay, let's move on to what you're working towards. Let's see what Gemini you're working towards for the month of November. So you've been given the Queen of Water, which is a relationship situation, either intimate or not, dealing with people. The Queen of Fire, wow, great card, and the Ten of Earth. Well, tens are wonderful anyway. It's the completion of things. Things, and the Ten of Earth is a wonderful card because the Ten of Earth is like the Ten of Cups. It's abundance coming in. It's things working out. So let's talk about the Queen of Water first. So the Queen of Water is all about, perhaps you've been in a relationship with someone and it's been quite turbulent, okay? There's been a lot of opposition. There's been a lot of negative energy circulating around you about a certain phase or a situation you've been dealing with, but now it's going to develop to a new level, okay? So I want you to trust your own intuition because you're rising above that negative energy. And you've just said, okay, I've had enough, and I don't need this in my life, and I'm just going to, send it out into the universe, and it doesn't belong to me anymore. So this relationship will develop to a new level. And that it may heal, and you may continue this relationship, or you may have chosen to walk away from it and feel better because of it. So it's how you care for yourself. We must love and care for ourselves first before we can transcend that emotion and love to anyone else. So some of you will be actually rising above and saying, see ya, and others will say, you know what, okay, I'm rising above it and we're going to discuss it and we can work this out. But I do see the majority of you leaving this energy behind. Now, you've been given the Queen of Fire, and how ironic that after I said that, you get the Queen of Fire, because the Queen of Fire is all about you stretching your wings and being able to fly. I have the sunshine on me today, so this is actually quite nice. I don't want any shadows on it. So here is your beautiful Queen of Fire. And you know, the Queen of Fire is all about spreading your wings and flying and going solo. Saying, you know what, I have the confidence now, I can do this, I'm going to stretch my wings and I'm going to fly, I'm going to go ahead and do what it is I said I was going to do with my life and with my job and where I'm going on my path. So this is all about stretching your wings, spreading your wings and flying. And don't underestimate yourself, okay? Don't put yourself down, because truthfully, everything's working out in your favor. You're going to be able to do this. And you'll be able to demonstrate and assert your own independence and your own creativity when you step out and do this. I do see some of you, this may be a business venture that you're going out solo doing. You may be doing something on the internet. You may be doing something totally on your own that you want to get involved in. But I do see you stretching out there and having the power and the confidence and holding your head up high to do it. Now, the third card that you got in was the Ten of Earth. And the Ten of Earth is amazing because it tied into all of this. It tied into all of this about the, you know, what you're working towards. And this is about abundance. This is about, you know, having it. Having the abundance in your home life, in your personal life, in your relationships, in your financial life, and all these things coming into play to bring you peace and happiness. The Ten of Earth is one of the best cards you can get because it covers a spectrum of so much in our personal lives, in our lives. It has to do with all of that. The abundance in finances, the abundance in our love life, the abundance in our health, the abundance in our home life and our relationships. And this tells me that things are going to be working out. Things are shifting now. This is the Ten of Earth. This is the end of any of this unhappiness, any of this, these challenges that you've been dealing with in any one of those aspects of your life on your life path. So finding the magic in the little things in life are important, and you're going to start to see that. You're going to start to feel the abundance. You're going to start and see the gratitude that you have in your life and the blessings. Beautiful, beautiful card. So this is wonderful. What you're working towards. You're working towards all of those things with this Ten of Earth, okay? That's what the energy is showing me. And you want to fly solo. You want to be able to do things on your own terms, and be able to get out there again. And also the relationships. You know, if you've been in a bad one, things will turn around, and don't lose hope that you can't have a happy relationship with somebody in your life. Okay. Now, great reading so far, Gemini. So now we're going to go to what benefits you. Okay, so let's go over here and see what's benefiting you. Well, you got the Ace of Fire, you got the Seven of Earth, and you got the Eight of Water. So the relationship card. So let's go with the Ace of Fire first. And this tells me, Gemini, that you're going to be getting an offer. You're going to be getting, someone's going to come in and offer you something. And I do see, because this is the Ace of Fire, this is about self-development, but I'm seeing it as a business proposition. I'm seeing it as a job-related thing. I'm seeing this coming in because it talks about career advancement. So this is something that you're going to be able to have offered to you that you've been looking for. And you're going to be able to sit back and weigh the pros and cons on this offer coming in about your career. I do see when you do accept it, okay, and you go ahead and move forward for this new exciting opportunity, it's going to, excuse me, it's going to change your life completely. You're going to have to leave things behind in order to move forward with this. And sometimes that's taking risks and leaps of faith, and it's scary. But know that this will be the beginning. Aces are the beginning of all things coming into us with all suits that we have. And this will be the beginning of this new career coming into you. So expect something coming in for you, Gemini, in the near future. Now, with your second card, you've been given the Seven of Earth. And it shows me with the Seven of Earth that you've been doing your homework. You've been doing your field work, your groundwork. You've been doing what you need to do in order for this beautiful job to come into you, this beautiful opportunity to come into you. And this is what's going to benefit you, okay? Because you've been working towards this. You're not giving up. You're being vigilant. You're working towards your goals. And this is all about while you're doing this. But I see that you put an idea. You put something out there to somebody, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting to see how they are going to receive it and how they're going to come around it and how they're going to, are they going to accept it? Are they going to come back to you? You know what? You planted those seeds well, my friend. All the information that you've given them is honest and true, and every bit of it. So don't be afraid, because it says you're worrying unnecessarily. Don't worry. You're going to hear from them. Yes, there's a delay right now while you're waiting to see how they're going to react and respond to this information that you've submitted to them. Okay? Don't worry. It's unnecessary worry. I know it's the waiting game gets to be, a pain in the neck, but hang in there. Now, you've been given the 8 of water. And this shows me that, some of you may be in a relationship that you're finding kind of humdrum, or you become bored, or you're saying to yourself, this seems so one-sided. Why am I here? And you have the need to move on. It could also be a relationship with a friend, someone in your circle, in your tribe, as I call it, that, isn't growing with you on your path or isn't on the same page as you are, and you're wanting something more meaningful in your life. So I do see that some of you will be moving on. You're searching for something more meaningful, and it's almost like you're looking for someone who's the same soul that you have, the same energy that you carry. We can have soulmates that don't necessarily have to be a love mate, and often we can have that, but I do see that you have the desire to find your soulmate. You have the desire to connect with other people that believe in what you do, that do what you do, that accept what you do. And I see this, that you are rising. You're rising up. You've been kind of underwater. You've been holding your breath. You haven't been moving. And now I see you rising to the surface to take that huge, big breath of fresh air, Gemini, and things are going to turn around. That energy is going to turn around with you. Beautiful seeds you've planted into probably a place that you're looking into for a job, because this talks about, this card here, the Ace of Fire, talks about a job. It talks about a new career opportunity coming in. So don't give up, okay? Don't give up. You're going to be able to surface and take that big fresh breath of fresh air soon, Gemini. It's coming in. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, but this is for, excuse me while I get up and close this curtain, because the sun is blinding on these cards, and they're causing a glare that you may not be able to see the cards as clear. So give me a minute. I'm here with you. Thank you very much. So I'm sure this is much better for you. Now you can see the cards better. I love the sunshine, but it was casting a huge glare on these cards, because these cards are new and they're quite shiny. My other deck that I use for all my videos is getting so dog-eared and worn out that I thought today, okay, Brenda, it's time you open your new deck and work with it. Now, we're going to move on. That's what was benefiting you. That's what's going to benefit you, Gemini. Now we're going to move on to future opportunities coming into you. So let's see what's coming in. Okay, you got another self-development card, the 3 of Fire. So you got the 3 of Fire, okay? And then you got the 9 of Water. Beautiful, beautiful card, okay? It's not quite the 10, but boy, it's pretty darn close. And then you got the High Priestess, which is a major card. So let's go back to our 3 of Fire. And again, this talks about good things coming in. This talks about abundance, Gemini. This talks about you being able to see the fruitions of all your hard work and labor. I do see that things are looking good for you. Things are going to improve, but you have to be patient. As I said over here, you need to wait. Okay, there's things that are going to come in, and there may be some, you have to wait, because you put out those seeds and those ideas and all that information to them, and now you're waiting to hear. But be patient, because excuse me, this is what the future opportunities are. So have patience at this time, because when it comes in, Gemini, my gosh, you're going to be able to make long-term plans. Your whole life is going to shift and change because of this. And I do see it coming in the form either of a job offer or money that you've been waiting to receive, okay? Now, the middle card that you got actually was the 9 of Water that we talked about. And the 9 of Water is about things, again, coming into you. This is a relationship card. This is about the people that you're dealing with. This is the ultimate love card, okay? So for those that are in a romance, in a love relationship, this is beautiful. Stop worrying about it. Trust it. Know that they're faithful. And this is a beautiful, beautiful card. Excuse me. For those of you that are in a love relationship, all your concerns about your love life are going to fade away. But I also like to interpret this as dealing with other people. This is a relationship card. If you've had any difficulties with people around you, this is a good card. This means it's going to come to an end and things are going to improve, and you either are walking away from them, you've removed them, that energy from your life, or things will come back to you and you'll work it out. So, beautiful, beautiful card for those that are in love and those that are dealing with people in relationships. Now, again, with this future opportunity, you've been given the High Priestess. And this is all about you listening to your own intuition. This is all about you having a, a me, myself, and I discussion. And where is it I want to go? Where is it I want to do? What opportunities do I want to accept when they start to come to me? And this is all about, again, they talk about the word patience, okay? So having the patience, and consider carefully what you do before acting, okay? I do see that some of you, she's beautiful. She's holding this book. So she wants to do things by the book. She wants to do things right because she's honest. She has integrity and she has good morals. So I do see, Gemini, you the same way. You're going to be removing people around you that don't serve you. You're going to be walking away from situations that don't serve you. It's almost like you're having this incredible shift of energy around you, Gemini, but all of this is coming into fruition, and with patience, it will come into you. Okay, pretty amazing, Gemini. So let's move on to how do you feel about the situation in your life? This is about Gemini, how you feel about it. So let's see what the universe has sent you. Well, you've been given the 3 of air, you've been given the 2 of fire, and you've been given the 7 of water. So basically the 3 of air, and again, it can have to do with legal issues, dealing with people that judge you, people around you with that kind of energy that try to bring you down. I do see that it has upset some of you. You've been in kind of a bad spot. You've been thinking about these people around you, shame on them, how dare they do this to you. You're a good person, Gemini, and you didn't deserve this. This was unjustifiably thrown in your lap, and you didn't need to deal with it. But it does take time to heal, so please take time to heal. And it's about throwing that negative energy and forgive them, because like I say, kill your enemies with love, and you'll totally screw with their heads. So basically, you know what, Gemini, I do see that you have been wronged, by someone. Someone has judged you, someone has said things about you that were not true, and that's their problem, not yours. So rise above it. And know that, you've got others around you that are consoling you, that are telling you how wonderful you are, that this wasn't your fault. And so let it go. But yes, you do need to take time to heal. But forgiveness comes into play. It doesn't mean you ever have to have anything to do with them anymore, but you have to let them go. And I tell people, let them go, but let them go with love. And that's it, cut and dried. So your next card, and this is all about how you feel about a situation. So you're feeling sad about it. You're upset about it. It bothers you that someone would do that to you. I get it. Now, the next card you got was the 2 of fire, and it's all about you and who you are, and sometimes it means taking risks we normally wouldn't take, going places we normally wouldn't go, doing things we normally wouldn't do, all to benefit us on our life path and our self-development. The 2 of fire talks about perhaps dealing with another individual, but you have support here. This individual that's with you supports you in everything you do. It could be a friend, it could be a member of your family, it could be your partner, Gemini. But I do see that you're coming into your own. And I do see that you may be bringing in a partner in business, or you may be wanting to do a collaborative effort with someone where they can bring in some of their information and talent and gifts and whatever it is, and you're going to add an addition to that. I do see that maybe you'll be signing some contracts, some partnerships. Perhaps you are going to work for someone and you've had to sign a code of ethics, the code of rules, whatever. But I do see that there will be signing of contracts. But I want you to know, this speaks of it as a move forward. This speaks of it as a good move in that direction. It's a move forward. So, you know what? This is all about how you feel about yourself in life. You want to move forward. You have integrity, and this is what you want to do. And you want to step out. Okay, I do see that. You want to step out because you are starting to come into your own. You've earned that. You've got your confidence back now. You're walking away from this negative energy here, and now you're free to do what it is you want to do. Now, the 7 of water. This is all about this is again a relationship card, but I see that perhaps this Three of Air could have been, could have been the energy that was coming into you. But now you're going to be looking at it in a different way. I do see that there's a decision you're being faced to make. Some of you may have already made it, and that is dealing with that individual or those people that brought in that negative energy, and you've dealt with it. They're gone. Okay. There were a lot of other people here that were involved in this situation, that this circulated around. But I see, you know what, you're the shining star here, my friend, and you've dealt with it, and so put it behind you. Don't worry about it. If some of you haven't made this decision, you need to do your research. You need to find out what is going on in this situation, and then don't procrastinate, but don't do your research. Okay, find out what's going on. Okay, because it'll help you make this complex decision. All right, there's still some turbulence here that you need to clear up, but it'll pass. It'll pass. Do your research. Okay. Now, this is the advice from the tarot. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's see what the universe and your guides have to say about this situation and the energy for this month. So you've been given the Ace of Earth, beautiful card. You've been given the Hermit, okay? And you've been given the Two of Earth. Okay, so let's see what the universe is telling you that's going to come in. The Ace of Earth, again, aces are the beginnings of all things, okay, in all suits, all right? Beautiful, beautiful card. She's here you are, and you're going to see the inflow of abundance. I do see, again, this has to do with work for some of you, Gemini. Perhaps some of you are going into business or going to get a new job or working. I do see that it is a good business venture. It's going to be a good decision that you make to go and do this, okay, at this place of work. Also, I see, again, they talked about signing important documents and contracts. So that, that energy was coming out here with the Two of Fire as well, when we talked about how do you feel about the situation, and this is what came out. So I do see that you are going to have to sign some sort of contracts or paperwork prior to doing this job or when you go to do this job. Now, you've been given the Hermit, and the Hermit is all about, I tell people, go within, you'll never go without. So sit with yourself, and I want you to manifest and meditate on what it is that you want, because this is the advice from our guides and our angels and from the tarot, telling you that you need to believe in yourself. You need to be stronger. You need to let go of fear. Don't let it lead you on your path, because the Hermit is all about spending quiet time in meditation, and it's about discovering yourself and what it is that you want. So the universe is telling you that. Believe in yourself, okay? Now, you've been given another Earth card, and this is the Two of Earth, and it tells me that there is a decision you're going to make, and you may be getting more than one offer. There may be a couple things coming in that are going to influence you on how you make a choice, okay? So, again, the Earth cards often have to do with our jobs and professions, and, there we go, the Two of Earth. I know I'm back here and you might not be able to see it as clear. But anyway, this is telling me that there's an awful lot going on in your life right now. You've got like so many things going on. I see all these baskets that you're throwing information in and your eggs in and whatever. And it's almost like you're doing this like the magician. What's going to come up first? So there is a need to make a decision. I do see that you're going to have more than one option coming into you where you're going to be faced with that. But when you make this decision, if it's a major decision in your life, and it only has to do with one thing, and it's so important and it's life-changing, I want you to sit back, take a deep breath and say, I should have done this a long time ago, and I feel so much better now that I've made this decision. Okay, where am I here? Okay, so we're going to move on to your hopes and fears, Gemini. Let's see what the tarot and your guides and angels are telling you. Wow, you got an amazing card. You got the Star. You got the Eight of Fire again. And you got, which is, again, I say, your self-development card. And the Dreamer. Oh, this is amazing. I mean, yes, you've had some challenges. You've had decisions. You've had opposition coming up against you. You've had to deal with. But at the end of the day, you're learning how to do this, okay? So you've been given the Star, and this is all about you. This is all about you knowing your strengths and your weaknesses and always tapping into your strengths, okay? This is always about being strong, being that bright light, being that beacon, and seeing your way being lit on your path. This is all about happy times coming into you. Success. This is all about the shift of energy, improving and being more positive. You're going to be able to make positive and optimistic long-term plans when all of this comes into fruition, okay? And know that you're on the right path. Don't back down. Stand up for your rights and stick your head to it. Put your head to the ground and say, you know what? I'm going to wait it out. I've worked too hard for this, and I'm not giving up. Now, you've been given the 8 of fire. And this tells me again that there's a lot of information going to be coming in. And things are going to start moving quickly once this phase shifts and once this information starts coming into you. And you're going to see all the delays will be over. You just, again, like I said, you have to be patient, okay? Many things are happening at once. So I do see, it's almost like, you know, you're going to be standing here going, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I mean, my head's spinning from everything that's coming in at once. But you're going to be okay, okay? You've got the dreamer, and this is all about taking a leap of faith, okay? This is all about unexpected resources that are going to come in and help you bring your dreams to fruition, help your dreams come true, okay? This is all about knowing that you're on the right path. And yeah, some of us have to take a leap of faith. That's what this talks about. But if we don't, we're never going to get what we want. So follow your dreams, because you can take this leap of faith. I know you're looking ahead, you're looking at the future, you're thinking about, wow, you know, if this comes to pass, this is what I'm going to be able to do after this happens. So I do see this. I see you standing there with your beautiful, beloved little dog, and you're contemplating the future and thinking of your dreams. And you have so many of them, my friends. So know that you can follow your dreams, because there are some unexpected opportunities coming in to help you bring these dreams into play. Alrighty, what do we got here? We got to move these back to the pile. Now, here we are. These are your results. So let's find out what our results are here. Okay, you got the 4 of fire, beautiful card. You got the balance card, another card, major card, and you got the emperor. Well, okay, my friend. Here you have the 4 of fire, and again, a self-development card. And this is all about contentment, peace, and abundance. This is telling me that things are working out for you, okay? This is the final outcome. So no matter how challenging this was, you did get this card. And this card does signify the results of things working out for you. Patience is paramount here, okay? During this month of November, things will appear to be moving slow, and then bang, they're going to come in really fast. So this is all about contentment and peace and abundance. And also, your personal and home life is improving for some of you. If you've had, you know, a hard road to walk there. I do see some of you that have been working possibly on a project somewhere. Know that this will be the completion of that, but a successful completion of that. So things are going to improve. This is a great result for this month. Now, you've been given balance, and of course there's a need for balance. And when we have balance, we have to take into play that we don't always get 100% of what we want, and that's called compromise. And then we have to be cooperative, okay? We have to cooperate with the, you know, with the sources that be that come into us in the universe, and cooperate. We can't always have everything 100% our own way. And also I see that, you know, we have to talk about, you know, cooperation, okay? So we have to cooperate, and then moderation. Don't jump into that quicksand too quick, okay? Do things slowly, okay? That's what balance is about. Looking at things, you know, and balancing it even and saying, okay, well, if I do too much of this, then I'm going to lose this, and so on. So balance is all about doing things in moderation, cooperation, and compromise. And things will work out for you. But I want you to wait for the perfect timing, okay? And often, this will be the result of what's coming in. Being patient again. I talked about this here. I know it's hard to be patient. I'm the world's worst person when it comes to patience. So please know that, you know, keep yourself balanced. Keep in mind, we can't always get 100% of what we want, but if we cooperate, if we step back and look at the whole picture with moderation, and we give up something to gain something, and that's in the compromise here, then it will work out for all parties involved. Now, your final card is the Emperor, which is amazing for your result. And the Emperor is all about leadership. It's all about you stepping up and realizing now you are capable. Sorry about that glare. You're capable of doing what you want. You have the ability to step up and go solo. You're strong. Some of you have been doing this all your life. You haven't had someone to lean on and, you know, rely on, and you've had to be strong. And this is all about you taking a leadership role and being able to know that you can take hold of all that's going on in your life yourself, in all aspects of your life, and the phases happening in your life. You're going to be like this Emperor, of course. You're going to have to be organized. You're going to have to be logical. You're going to have to be structured, okay? But I do see, Gemini, you are wonderful when it comes to doing these things. And also you're a tremendous how can I put it? You have this ability to bring people into your tribe and bring people into your circle because you can communicate so well with them. So please know that you will have to do things organized, structured, and be logical about it at the end results, but you'll get what you want because you have this leadership role. You have the ability to step up and do this. So those are the results of this reading, which is absolutely fabulous. Now we're going to move on to these two oracle messages, and these are the messages from your guides and your angels and the universe to tie in this reading here. So your first card you got is Archangel Michael. And again, Archangel Michael came up here somewhere else, and he is, he is your protector. He is the one that is saying, you know what, you can do this. You're strong enough to do this. Believe in this and manifest this will happen. But know that I'm here with you. Know that I'm the doorkeeper, the gatekeeper, that I'll keep the wolf off your door and I'll be here for you to protect you. It's as though he's got his hand on your shoulder, Gemini, and he's there for you. Beautiful, beautiful card. Let's see what we've got here. Music. Music is the international language that appeals to everybody's heart and soul. So some of you need to incorporate music into your life. Maybe you're not listening to music. Maybe you're not playing music. Maybe some of you have the talent and the gift of music within you. And you need to be doing that again. You need to be incorporating this beautiful, beautiful music. And when we do, it totally changes the dynamics of our mood and our energy. It shifts it. And it's just fabulous. So you've been given Archangel Michael to protect you, not to worry through the month, and also that you need to have fun and you need to incorporate some fun into your life. Maybe some of you are going to dance to this music. Maybe some of you are musicians or singers yourself, or you're into the arts and theater, or some of you just need to listen to some beautiful music. Well, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this general reading. You know where to find me if you want a private reading. And I wish you a great remainder to today, my friend, and a wonderful, wonderful, optimistic month of November to look forward to. Remember, you have the steering wheel in your hand, and remember to be patient, and all of these things hopefully will come to pass for you. So see you again in December, and know that I continue, my friend, to stand in that circle of light.